We talk once or twice a day at least, either before work, after school, before school, and we just chat. My name is Vanessa Chung, and I'm a 21-year-old senior at UCLA. I'm an art major and a visual and performing arts education minor. You can't compact 21 years of a relationship into one word, but growing, that's my word, growing. Hi, Mom. Hello? I'm at my apartment. What's up? I think once I left college, we just found a lot more in common. I think that distance was really good for us. You know, you get annoyed by people easily if you live like with them for the entirety of your life. And so for me, it was a duality between tension and love. I knew my parents loved me and they really cared, and they tried their best to kind of offer everything they could to my brother and I. So whether it be tutoring, you know, or just like my brother really likes sports, and so they signed him up for Little League, which is such a white thing to do. It's like not an Asian American thing to do at all. So those little things, you know, were significant, but I don't think I noticed that as a child growing up. So that was, I guess, the normal relationship between my parents and I. But normal now is talking on the phone at least once or twice a day with my mom, talking on the phone or texting with my dad like every other day, seeing each other during breaks, trying to see each other every month, whether it's my mom and dad coming down here and sleeping over or I go up for a weekend. My dad and I were drinking wine. My mom wasn't drinking because she doesn't. And he was like, oh wow, I'm just so amazed by today's children. I'm not going to say it's harder or easier, but I don't know, your lifestyle's so different, and I don't think I would understand or be able to undergo the struggle that you do. I feel like you have a better grasp of your emotions than I did when I was in my 20s, so like I'm learning from watching you grow. And I was like, oh, Dad. Oh. I would just like put my arm on his arm and it's just like, I love you. And he'd be like, thanks. It's weird because I never thought I'd be able to talk about like my relationships or kind of my day-to-day life with my parents. But I think communicating with my mom every day has become like a lifeline for me. I'm just trying to reevaluate the different privileges I've had, and there's so much that gets lost in that change and in translation. Yeah.
My name is Marvin. I'm 21. I'm a fourth year film major student. I was born and raised in Shanghai, China, and I came to the US for college. In the Eastern culture and Eastern value, as we grow up, when we make money, we need to take care of our parents. But I think it's very different here. A lot of my friends, well, especially in like film school, they are more independent than me, even though I feel like I'm independent already. But yeah, they are like financially independent, and that somehow like make the relationship less close. They're like more like distant from each other because they feel like they're independent. Their parents are not giving them anything. But for me, I feel so grateful and thankful for my parents, like for paying me everything. And like a lot of times I feel like guilty because they've been paying so much and I've been doing nothing for them. And I'm alone here and I can't do anything. So that's somehow like a bond for us. In the Chinese culture especially, you have to be like balanced between your parents and your children. So my parents and even my grandparents, they always want me to like go back to China and like get married in China and not stay in here because they want me to like stay closer to them. And they used to tell me like they want to like arrange this kind of like dating thing for me, which when I heard I was like It was crazy. Like, I don't want that. It's my business. I can take care of it. And I kind of want to keep the distance between like me and my home, my parents. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just like a very culture thing. Here, I have to do everything by myself. There was one time I was trying to make this like fish and I didn't know how to do it. So I just video chat with them and like ask them how to do it. That made me realize that how they, like my family and my parents has influenced my taste and like my ideas. That just give me feel like guilty that I have to take care of them as I grow older. But that's not always like the truth. Like you will get older and you will have your own kids. And I think it's more like you pass this kind of emotion and relationship to the next generation.
I feel like there's just this pressure to be close to your parents, and it's not necessary. Like, even though my parents and I are like super close, I see my friends struggling with that, and it's like, if that's the dynamic of your relationship, so be it. People don't always have to get along. It's just like that my parents and I ended up getting along. And it's not something to be scared of or ashamed of. It's just how life and relationships and love is.